Okay, what's first on our list of things to talk about today?
Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show. So remember that one time that I uploaded a coffee video on Press Heart and totally passed out and didn't realize it? I remember that. I literally woke up at like 4 in the morning because I fell asleep so early to a text message that said, "Did you mean to upload your vlog onto Press Heart?" I'm assuming not. So I raced out of bed, deleted it, uploaded it onto the right channel, and the second the upload started, I went back to bed and went back to sleep. Also, on a totally unrelated note, Rhythm Thief is apparently an awesome game, and I want to play it so bad. The way that Joystick was talking about it, it's a narrative rhythm game, which is just gets me. I love that sort of stuff. But the way that Joystick was explaining it in their review of it is, it reminds you of playing like an older, great Sega game, which is exactly what it looks like. Like, the art is just really good. There's a lot of care and love put into it, and I just really want to play it. But for gaming news, first thing is that Windows 8 is actually going to be launching on October 26th. What's cool beyond it doing all of the normal stuff that Windows does is that it's also going to be equipped with Smart Glass, which is this program, this system that's been put into a lot of the Microsoft stuff that allows these different sorts of Microsoft things to interact with each other. That is to say, if you had a tablet and you were maybe watching a movie on Windows 8, then you could also bring up that same movie right where you stopped on your tablet. So of course this also applies to the Windows Phone, which is really nice. It's going to allow you to be able to play any of your first-party 360 games on a tablet through Smart Glass, which is interesting, but at the same time I'm like, how's that gonna work, like, in terms of controlling it? But I'm not too worried about that right now. It's just interesting to think about in general. Now, I don't have, like, the Windows Phone for PC. I don't have an Xbox that I use fairly often or anything like that, so I'm not super interested in this. The only reason that I would get Windows 8 is because they're offering an upgrade fee. So, like, you could pay $40 to just upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 8, which is cool. That's awesome. But do I need it? And also, because I know that Windows 7 works so well for me, do I want to upgrade to 8 right on the ground floor? Probably not, because what if there are a bunch of bugs and issues with it? 7 was pretty fine right when it came out, but that still makes me wary. It doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case. So I don't think that I'm going to be taking part in this, but anybody who has a lot of Microsoft stuff, things that you know are going to incorporate Smart Glass, it might be something that you're interested in. Any of you who are fans of the Ratchet and Clank franchise, Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault is going to incorporate multiplayer, and it's also going to have like an internal tower defense game. For the multiplayer aspect of it, you can either do it locally and have a split screen, which anytime they're letting you incorporate a split screen, I'm really excited about it. Or you can do it online. It can be an online multiplayer, so you have options. The tower defense part of it is that you play as Ratchet and you put up all of these different things in order to take on huge hordes of aliens. I love tower defense games. I think it's great, but if it feels like something that they just slapped on there because they know that tower defense games are really popular right now and that they do like really good, then that's kind of a different thing. But I'm willing to give it a shot. So many people really love the Ratchet and Clank games, think that they do so amazingly. So I'm not about to assume that they would cut any corners. I think that they take a lot of pride in their work and that they've made very good games. But it is one of those things where I'm like, a tower defense game, really? As a final bit of news, a lot of you know about the Team Fortress 2 Hero Academy option that's going to be available when it comes out on Steam. That's super exciting. They have more information about it though, which I will now give to you. So normally when you play Hero Academy, by the way, Hero Academy is great, and when it comes out on Steam, if you don't have a mobile device that can play it, you should totally try it on Steam because it looks like it's going to be awesome. But every team has 5 different units, like 5 different types and classes that you can utilize on your board as you're playing this kind of chess style strategy game. So with the Team Fortress 2 team, you have 9 units because there are 9 different units in Team Fortress 2. So it's gonna be interesting to see whether or not they balance it correctly. I'm sure part of it probably has to do with how many of each unit you get. So assuming that you get like 3 archers in a team, I honestly can't remember how many archers you get every time you play, but you get multiples of the same unit. So if there are 9 different units, then you'll have to think about it differently because maybe you won't get quite as many of each type. And each type will be so different from any of the other teams because, you know, it's Team Fortress 2. The other thing that I'm kind of curious about is, like, consumable items, like armor, power-ups, things like that you would normally have in this game. What are those going to be? Hats. I hope they're just all hats. Extras are, number one, that if you buy the game on Steam, you also get an extra map called Well that is based on the Team Fortress 2 Well. And with each extra team that you buy, you get cosmetic items for Team Fortress 2, not just from buying the Team Fortress 2 team. Also, of course, as I've said, you have to buy each team separately, just like in the mobile version, which sucks, but it's an element of Hero Academy that allows them to make a little bit more money, so I'm all for that because they've worked really hard on the game and they've always made updates that have improved it, and they've always done right by me as a fan of their game. Anywho, that is my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. And if you want to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. But otherwise, I hope that you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again on Friday. I will be home then. I'm leaving for home tomorrow, so you won't have this background anymore. You won't have the weird color issues. It'll be like a legit episode. I am going to miss being here, but it'll be fun to get back into the swing. So I'll see you guys then. All right, bye-bye. Mwah.